am so late to this, but I just spent the past 5 hours getting to part 44. I'm almost done. And it just hit me because in this video, Risa Tisa, I think that's how you say it, talks about how it's really hard for her to tell this story. And the whole time I've been watching this series, I've been thinking about how the current astrology is bringing this up. I've talked about this before about 2019 and 2020 and how we all have that one relationship from back then because South Node, Saturn, and Pluto were all together in Capricorn. A lot of past life karma, a lot of manipulation of power was going on, especially in our relationships back then. And right now, what's happening that's bringing this up for people to look at and to heal, and why relationships are such a focus. Love is Blind has blown up this past year. We have this whole thing that people are incredibly invested in. This has gone incredibly viral. The story of her relationship and the manipulation that came from this person in her life. And there was another relationship dynamic that was similar to this that happened in the spiritual community on TikTok late last year. It's no coincidence that Risa Tisa started releasing these videos on the day that she did. I have it pulled up right now. It's Valentine's Day 2024. Because 3 days before this, we had an exact conjunction between the North Node and Chiron in Aries. Aries' sister sign is Libra, and Libra rules relationships. Wherever the North Node is, the South Node is going to be exactly opposite it. And the North and South Node represent our collective seasons that we're in, what we're focused on as a collective. So relationships since the summer of last year have been a huge focus, so that we can heal our identity and we can heal our sense of self by reflecting on our past relationships and the values we've had within relationship dynamics that are no longer apply to us, that are outdated. So we're looking at all of these things and we're reflecting on all of these things so that we can heal from them, so that we can change our relationship values moving forward, so that we don't ignore red flags, right? This is really going to continue to be a focus all year, especially when we have Jupiter moving into Gemini. I mean, Risa Tisa is such an amazing storyteller and really is a great example of this Jupiter and Gemini energy. I really feel like the people that are vulnerable and that continue to be vulnerable about their dating experiences and sharing them to help people, like Risa Tisa says that she is doing. And that's why she chose to, this part that I'm watching, part 44, she's saying, I almost didn't finish the series because it's just so hard to tell the story. But her intention is to help at least one person, right? And obviously it's helped way more people than just one person. But because she has pure intentions with this, we're going to see this blow up. I really feel like she's going to get a book deal, movie deal, like docuseries, something, if not all of that, from this. And that is the potential of the time that we're living in with Pluto and Aquarius. I've talked about this for the past 6 months, it feels like. Now is the time to share your vulnerability and your authenticity and to share your story, because no one has had the experiences that you have had in the way that you've had them, and sharing it will help people and it will help you heal like it's doing with Risa Tisa. And this is just going to heighten when Jupiter goes into Gemini in May. Risa Tisa is also an amazing example of how to do it imperfectly and not care that you're showing up in your pajamas, or you're showing up with a bonnet on, or you're showing up just when you can, how you can, right? That is the future of creation. And the more that we can embody that, the more success we're going to see in this type of content. We're over the curated bullshit. I mean, so many people in the comments of these videos are like, I haven't watched Netflix in 3 days. TikTok's not going to be the same after this. We're craving these authentic, vulnerable storytelling examples, right? And that is the future. That's the time that we're in right now. It's what we're moving into. And like I said, the more you can share what story you have and see it as valuable and worthy of being seen by others, the more success you're going to have with it. What are your thoughts? How does this resonate with you? Let me know in the comments.